I might have to have a conversation with him before I can just put a bullet in.
That's very generous, Mr. Hope.
It's well earned, Bert. We set some ambitious quotas. You met every one of them.
Well, I won't pretend it was easy, but everyone pulled together and we got it done.
Are all your affairs in
I'll let
order?
you share the good news whenever and however you like.
Thanks.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you too, Ron
Received
Hope.
a report from the Marshal about your progress. He said you had a promising lead on the mercenaries who stole my ship. I trust you're here with good news.
I learned something very interesting.
And what's that supposed
No,
to
not good news for you, buddy.
Oh, the same Paxton Hull who was court-martialed during the Colony War? Well, I've never met the man, and I can't imagine why he'd make an accusation against me. I see. I'm impressed, Deputy. It's clear you have a bright future ahead of you.
What's going on? What is this
Mr.
about,
Hope.
Mr. Hope?
Nothing that concerns you, Birgit.
Birgit. That's an interesting name.
Why don't you make yourself scarce?
I think I'd like to hear what the deputy has to say.
I want all the details before I nail you for this. Start talking, you traitorous bastard.
Just hear me out.
Yeah, let's hear it. I want her to hear it. We want Birgit to hear the whole
I
story.
had a good reason for what I did. The truth is
Is he going to tell us he just loves too much?
significant.
He cares.
So, we needed solutions.
Yeah, I'm dehydrated.
A few years ago, I began to diversify. We started to research chemicals, fuel, those sort of things. We developed an experimental fertilizer. And it failed utterly. It wiped out entire crops. I was prepared to write the whole thing off when we made a discovery that changed everything. Turns out, our fertilizer was transforming the soil, bolstering its mineral content tenfold. We donated the fertilizer to select homesteads and let the farmers do the work. And when the time was right, we cleared the farm and brought
He's
in
a good guy.
machinery to harvest the mineral
He deserves
rich
everything
soil.
that's coming.
The reduction in labor and materials costs sent my profits soaring.
You tricked them into poisoning their own land for your benefit.
I have
Got
a
it, Sammy.
business to run. And I can't afford to spend a credit more than I absolutely have to, Mr. Coe.
Mr. Coe. Use the first to seize farmland? Yeah. I get it. No, that's exactly
I
what
never
you're doing.
intended for anyone to be hurt. I told Hull to buy the land, not take it by force. Unfortunately, farmers can be stubborn folk. And I couldn't risk it.
And Paxton Hull was all too
I can't
willing
believe
to
what I'm hearing.
take it by force.
How could you do something so awful to innocent people, to families?
Not another word out of you, Birgit. I can take your job. And more.
What's he gonna do? Kill her family?
Discuss this later. In any case, I suppose the gig is up. I give you my word that I'll call off the operation and return the land to its rightful owners. You're right, yeah. Those families deserve to be compensated for the inconvenience.
Is that what you want?
Well, perhaps a discount on their next purchase from Hope Tech.
A coupon? I can't believe this guy.
With that resolved, let's talk about you. As a member of the Council of Governors, I'm authorized to award you a substantial bonus. And of course, we'll both agree to forget about my little cost-cutting endeavor.
So my options are, I understand your position, but I have to do my job. You're going to turn yourself in. I'll be telling the Marshal everything. Negotiation. Accept 50,000 credits. Don't need the money.
Well, let's not be too hasty, Deputy. There's something else you need to consider.
But wait, there's
I'll do
more.
what's necessary to protect my company and my employees. If you tell anyone about this, you're risking their livelihoods. Do you really want
I think the
to
company
hold
needs new management.
these people out of
That lady standing next to me is
and
probably a
make
good
their
one.
families suffer?
Somebody.
I have to admit, I admire that uncompromising attitude. You've made your position clear, Deputy. Now, it's my turn. I'll make myself very plain.
You are very plain.
I won't let you jeopardize my reputation, this company, or the people who work for me. If that means you suffer an unfortunate incident at the hands of my security personnel, so be it. I'm important. You're nothing.
You're not...
Careful.
Whoops.
I think he means business.
If you refuse to come quietly, I'll have to use force.
Such a shame to see a promising career cut so tragically short.
I got some stuff for blood in my eyes. Take the good stuff. Leave the rest. Go!
What am I going after? Oh, I didn't see it. Who's that? Is that more security? Oh no, that's the girl. Okay. What's up, Ron Hope? I'm gonna take your hat, buddy. I'm carrying a lot of cash. What was that? I didn't think, I'm actually quite surprised. I didn't think that she, Cosette, was in on it or would fight. Not sure why that went down that way. Not my intention.
He tried to have you killed.
Yes, he did.
I don't understand. Mr. Hope always seemed like such a good person. Everything he said about the farmers and hiring those mercenaries, it was so awful.
Yep, he was terrible. He cared about the people loyal to him, but nobody else. Hope was a greedy bastard. He put on a friendly face. I think that's it.
You're wrong. That's not all he was.
No, he was a greedy
He
bastard.
always looked out for us, for his employees.
Not anymore.
No, of course not. But there was more to him than that. He had a genuinely good side, a caring
She's a little
side.
conflicted.
And now he's... you.
Literally just like moments ago,
Killed
he
him.
threatened her family or something.
Nobody should ever want that. Especially when it means killing someone who meant so much to so many people.
This is one of those moments where we could stop and talk
What
about
happens
dialogue.
to us now?
But we won't. There must be a second command.
That would be Elana. Elana Nwankwo.
Nwankwo.
She seems
There you go.
pretty capable. Maybe we'll be okay after all.
Everything will be fine, lady.
I guess we'll have to figure things out.
You will.
Find a path forward.
There's a lot of smart, hard-working people here. You'll figure it out.
Perfect. Let's see. We're going to grab a little something to eat. Just to make sure that that little sandwich, for some reason, we're carrying around. Sandwich and some milk. Let's go loot Ron Hope's office, because we want his things. She doesn't care about the farmers either, does she? She has a very malleable relationship with morality and ethics. Whole town's been raised by Ron Hope. They're all a little twisted. That's my guess. Oh, there you go. I'll take that, please. Thank you very much. I'll take that, too. What else does he have up here? The shooter was telling me he has some very nice, Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that, Hope Tech Award. That's pretty sweet. The rest of these are not special. I want that, but they won't let me have it. Don't know why. The other question is, and this happens sometimes if the guards downstairs are going to get hostile. I've come in here a couple times and had them just open fire on me for whatever reason. There's nothing we can do there. I think that's it. I think we have taken care of business here. Hammer Falls, talk to Marshal Blake. We're not even going to deal with the guards on the first floor. We're just going to jet right past them. They never even knew we were there. We need to get our reward. That's what we need, right? Official promotion to Ranger, the badge, the ship.
Spend most of it. You got time for a quick chat? I'd appreciate it when you're able.
Let's do this right before he, before we go too much further.
I don't got many friends, so I figure I got a level with you.
You don't have
My
friends?
past keeps showing up.
Do tell.
I should get ahead of it before I get behind it. Hell, this is tougher than I thought it was going to be.
Tell me what's going on, man.
Right. When I turned 18, my dad used one of his many
Oh,
connections
I didn't know he was going to do all this.
to
I
get me my
forgot.
first real job. That, plus the magical Coe family name, meant I was shipping freight out of Aquila. If there's a way to take the wonder out of space, it was working for that outfit. Every milligram of helium-3 accounted for. Timetables down to the second. Too busy to ever really appreciate anything. Or even look up.
You could do
That's
worse.
the way my dad looked at it. On paper, I see your point. But it was rough. So, an opportunity comes by from the boss man. He says, run this job, don't ask questions. and there's
Everybody's a
bonuses.
smuggler.
Hell, I was still just a kid. I jumped on it. I knew I wasn't shipping some dried mangoes, but suddenly, God help me, it was fun. You think?
Yeah,
So,
we know how this
more
goes.
jobs started coming. And everywhere I went, suddenly dangerous people were much better armed. I'd hear about armed conflicts and civilian casualties,
Did you ever meet Lieutenant Toft before?
innocent casualties. And I'd pretend that wasn't me. Maybe I wasn't smuggling weapons, maybe I was carrying something else. As long as I never open the boxes, I can keep pretending.
Potatoes? Were you smuggling potatoes?
Not directly. And I'd tell myself they'd get guns from someone else. But in my heart, I knew blood was on my hands. Soon the boss man's relying on me, and the pay was nice. We also started partying a lot together. Hard. There are whole weeks that are blank. Never had a lick of trouble. Till I did. You're right, of course. To this day, I don't know what I was running that last job. But it was tasty enough. A whole mess of Crimson Fleet jumped me at the
Oh, he
moment.
wasn't actually with the fleet, so he was
Yeah,
just a
same man
smuggler.
would've
Just
been
a run-of-the-mill smuggler.
And I looked at my pissant trading skiff's dual cannons and shouted, "Oh, this is on!" Yeah, I blew up one of the pirates before they realized that I was out of my gourd. Managed to get them down to 2 left before every system I had was fried. I was done. And that should have been the end. But that's when the Rangers showed up.
You are crazy, literally crazy.
You think? And then, dependable and straight as an arrow, Lillian Hart came on the comm, and well, it's like hearing the voice of an angel. The Rangers took them out, no problem. Oh, that's fuzzy, though. See, I passed out. And when I came to, Lillian was there. Seems
They
the
made up a
Ranger
story about what a hero I was.
impressed with me. Offered
She
me a
probably found
job.
his Sam Coe ID.
Yeah, by all rights, it should have been a prison cell, but Lillian, she saw something in me. And I took the job. And that's it. All my cards are on the table. Well,
It's all
after I
good,
hit
man.
bottom,
It's not the worst I've heard.
learned a lot. Fast. But the thing that scares me is Cora. I mean, I gotta tell her someday. Sometimes the way she looks at me,
She'll get over it.
I'm not worthy of that. But to see that look gone... That's easy for you to say. Just so you know, all this is why Lillian is something else. And I know you're right. I need to let her into Cora's life in a big way. I just need to get up the nerve to talk with her. Well, for now, let's do something more cheery,
Cool.
like getting a root canal.
All right, good. So we got that next step out of the way. Let's go to the rock. Whew. Yeah, how does he know about mangoes? They know a lot of interesting things about places they've never seen. There's a lot of interesting Earth lore that filters in places. I still am somewhat impressed by the cats.
Hiya.
Sarah Filber
Oh, hey.
and her brother-in-law Henry were going at it again. I had to tell him to keep the racket down.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for that side quest to filter in.
Good to see you back safe, Deputy.
How you doing?
What's the word on the mech factory? Were the mercenaries hiding out there?
It was their hideout, and I took care of them. Yeah, it didn't
Damn.
turn out really great.
You've got guts of steel. Did you find out why the first was taking over farms?
Are there cats in this game? There's like a big poster in neon, like a billboard where there's this giant cat on it. And we have little cat toys too. But I don't know where the cats are in this game. Ron Hope fired. Oh, hired the first to grab farmland. Let's just say that.
What? Ron Hope? That's one hell of an accusation, Deputy.
Are you really that surprised? Hope's
I think we have the
always
same
had a
issue with
reputation
dogs.
as a man
You can
who
buy
do
little,
anything
like,
to
lab
succeed.
snacks,
He's on the damn council.
but there aren't dogs in the game.
So he can make laws favorable to his business interests. Sure, he's known
Anyway.
to look after his people, but do you really
Earth
think he gives a
things
damn
that are
about
still
some
sticking
farmers
around.
on Montaro Luna?
You know, like
Did Hope
thick
explain
Irish
his
accents
motives at
too.
all? That has a familiar ring to it.
I recall hearing about some Hope Tech initiative to help farmers. At the time, I just
Help.
figured it was a PR stunt. Seems a little more sinister now.
Please,
ridiculous.
tell me you've got some evidence to back up these extraordinary claims. All right, let's see what you've got. Interesting. Yeah, this is pretty damning. Especially this last bit about destroying the slate. And you confronted
Yeah,
Hope
that too.
about this.
Frog posters. He and his men attacked me. He didn't survive the confrontation.
Sounds like his pride got the best of him. Damn.
No, I'm pretty sure it was
This
a
is going
revenant.
to send shockwaves throughout the Freestar Collective.
It was a pirate gun that got the best of him.
People can't trust their leaders. Anarchy could follow.
Have a little faith, Daniel. We're not the United Colonies. One bad apple won't spoil the whole damn barrel.
Easy for you to say. You ain't the marshal.
Not yet, but you ain't gonna live forever, old man.
While we've got you here, there's one last piece of business to take care of. Emma, would you please?
With pleasure, Marshal.
You gonna give me a
When you
nice
first joined
ranger
us,
hat?
I told you that you'd undergo an evaluation process. There's one thing left to do. A simple question. Do you feel ready to wear the badge of a full-fledged Freestar Ranger? Good. Duty and honor are the backbone of the Freestar Rangers.
You got it.
Marshal, I approve the deputy for advancement to the rank of Ranger.
Thank you, Ranger Wilcox. In your time serving as a deputy, you've shown exceptional courage, fearless tenacity, and a high regard for the safety of our citizens. By the authority granted to me by the Council of Governors, I hereby promote you to the rank of Ranger. Here's your badge. Wear it with pride. But don't forget the solemn
I thought I got a better hat,
responsibility
but
it represents.
I guess that's why you do the quest with Sam too.
Congratulations.
I got a
You truly
badge.
deserve it.
Is that it? I'll strive to be worthy of the title.
I know you will, Ranger. Let's hear it for our new Ranger.
Great job, Ranger.
Can't even put the gun down long enough. Clap for me, huh, buddy? There you go. Got your very own Star Eagle class ship with no registration fee required. I have a Ranger spacesuit.
Well, I know Annie's been trying to rope you into her spy schemes.
That bank robbery sounded...
So what did I get? New items. The Justifier, which I don't really need. Ranger spacesuit, that's nice. Pack, helmet. Yeah, I'll stick those on a shelf. The Ranger dual wear, yeah, and they don't give you a hat, do they? I did get a badge. I don't know what I can do with the badge, though. Yeah, it's probably better. Hope Family Tree, Solomon Coe's Cheyenne Trip Discovery. Hope Tech Trophies. We can go back and get more. Those are nice trophies. Man, they do look nice. They're going to look great somewhere.
tense. It could have gone down so much worse.
Could have been terrible. That's it. And Sam, oh, you know what we're going to do right now is we're going to run back over to Kodos real fast and get that book just for the sake of... Oh, it's kind of noisy in here. They are, they're all chatting up a storm, aren't they? Where's Kodos? Is that Kodos? Because I will forget, but I did make a note. There is a book. I want the
As
book.
wonderful as living worlds are, look out for predators.
I must have a ridiculous amount of ammunition for this thing. I've not even looked. Is there anybody off? Oh, let's turn off the alarm again. Come on, people. Oh, that's annoying. Ship repair fundamentals. My life, my chunk. Dracula? I already sold her a copy of Dracula earlier, didn't I? So, how many other bookshelves are in here? Is the book we're looking for? Made the money. That's a turret control. Coffee. I need a lot of coffee. Can't pick up those books. There's a blue vase, a blue vase. There's a blue vase there too. That book in there, Shipper... No, see, those look like they would be My Life, My Chunk. Out inside the main room. Statues in here. I was already through here. I came into this room. You still think it's in the office here, huh? It's got to be someplace obvious I'm just missing. Okay, so if I start here, just work around this way. There's some statues. None of these will open. None of these books are... There's a fancy compass. Notebook? Doesn't do me any good. I can't grab any of those books right there. None of those books are visible, or none of those I can grab. There's nothing on his desk. Yeah, I don't see it in here, so I'll have to look it up online somewhere. I can come back in here anytime I want. Above the big vase. Oh, there you go. It's dark. Ha! Solomon Coe's copy of Don Quixote. Thank you so very much. Now let's get out of here. Man, oh man. The alarm is bad enough. Oh, I can't fast travel from inside here. I have to run first. Well, the fact that it was dark, that's what it is. I'm sure I looked right past it like 10 times. I don't think I've ever hunted all those down. Hippie for the win. I don't know what I'm going to have to do to get Sam to move along, but... let's get that done. Level 77. I picked up 2 levels in this. That's pretty good. That's actually really good considering the fact that I'm not running with
so little time
Andrasia either.
Can't miss it.
Can I fast travel to... Let's go to enhance. I think she's probably pretty close to enhance, isn't she?
The rock might have some work for someone like you.
I think it does, buddy.
Everything you see here is a piece of Aquila City's history. If you find any more of the Coe family's legacy, let me see. I've heard of this. The story goes, Solomon Coe brought one book with him on his first trip from Earth to Cheyenne. This book, it'll have a place of honor in the museum.
Awesome.
Oh, I know
Don
what this
Quixote.
is. This is Solomon's manifest from his first trip to Cheyenne. Every single thing he thought he might need. Wow. If you find anything else, please come back.
Yeah, Hippie G, that's the one I did not pick because it glitched out on me once before. I don't know if that's been patched or not, but
The museum is always open to you.
it's this one, right? It's leadership skill. Unlock companions. I don't remember, and I don't want to click. I'm not going to select it here just because I don't remember what issue it caused, and it may not be something I care about anymore. But I remember using it in the past, and something didn't work later. And it was traced back to that, but it could have been multiple patches ago, so I'm not that worried about it at this point in time. But clearly, I'm concerned enough. I'm not going to take that point right away. And I could also take. There's a chem I could take for that as well, and it would help him move along too. Don't want that. We're good with this. We can get out here and take a look at the ship. What is the ship we just got? It is the Star Eagle, which probably is not as, I don't know, probably not bad. Right now that Claymore's pretty lethal in most cases. Actually, let's also look at this. Social ship command. I can grab that one anytime I want to as well. So I'll have 5 members plus Sarah, six crew members if I want them. I haven't really spent much time trying to build that up or secure all the folks. Like, I don't think I've even hired Omari Hassan in here, but
Got
show me
anything?
my new
We're
fancy
asking
ship, buddy.
everyone to take care of any. Sure, how about it?
The Star Eagle. Take a look at this. Hey, Tim. We kind of wrapped everything up. I'm just going to go check out the Star Eagle. I did get promoted to Ranger, if you weren't here for that. Sam is not ready to do the next part of his quest, but come take a look at the ship. I haven't looked at the Star Eagle in quite a while, actually. It's got a main floor here. It looks like most of the crew came
My
over.
favorite person.
Hey, Andreja. Nice to see you, too. Up top, we've got... Oh, yeah, this has the brig. Forgot about that. Hey, Cora. Weapon case. Which is interesting. And another floor up here. What is this? It's just storage or something. Oh, there you go. This is the first ship that has, at least the first one, I think, in the game normally that has a captain's quarters. So, very nice. I like it. I can get up to the bridge.
For the characters, like you used to when I was little.
Yeah, it's got the nice full-size bridge here. It's a good ship. I don't think the capacity matches the Claymore. It's close. Even with Sam on board, it's a little close. So, that's not bad at all.
How can I be of service?
Yeah, it can be retrofitted and tuned up in a big way. And I think I have just put just put some points here into starship design, so I'm getting where I need to be there. There's a lot of work I can do on that one right there. I think we're right at about the 3.5 hour mark, and I like to break on the half-hour marks here. So thank you very much for tuning in. If you haven't hit the like button, if you're not subscribed already, feel free to do that as well. Always appreciate chatting with everybody. And until next time, thanks for tuning in.